So guys, a member in the Manny Pacquiao team said that the reason why this Thurman fight's happening is because Manny Pacquiao wanted to fight the best available guy. He wanted to fight who's the best out there that's available. And right now he says Spence and Porter obviously tied up. And Thurman was the best available guy. In his division, I don't think Thurman's the best available guy. If he's talking about talent and ability, Crawford had just beaten Amir Khan. So that was definitely a fight that was there, that was available. So, but I think what he means by that fight would be virtually impossible to make. Because obviously there were different broadcasts. There's a lot of politics and there's a lot of, difficulty in making that fight. And Pacquiao just probably not in a stage of his career where he doesn't want to be in a situation where he's in a situation where it's difficult to make a fight. Thurman fight was very easy to make. They were both available, like the guy said, and it made sense. Pacquiao's got the regular WBA title. Thurman holds a super title, and the fight made sense to make. So I don't think Thurman's the best available guy in the welterweight division right now. Some people may even argue that Danny Garcia is better than him. Some people may even argue that there's no doubt Terence Crawford is better than him. It's just that fight would be hard to make. So, it depends. Thurman beat Danny Garcia, but is Thurman better than Danny Garcia at this stage in his career? I believe Thurman, when he beat Danny Garcia, was better than Danny Garcia, even though he won a close fight. I think right now you would probably say Danny Garcia. I would pick him in a rematch against Thurman. Because I just think Thurman, that injury, that layoff that he had, he didn't look... Just put it this way, if it was Danny Garcia that night instead of Josecito Lopez, Thurman would have got knocked out. That's my opinion. I don't think Thurman would have won that fight. So, Thurman is a very stiff test for Pacquiao. But again, I do think... I don't think he's the best available guy. I think I've made... listen... Thurman's a good fighter. I'm not trying to have a dig at Thurman. He's a good fighter. And like I said, Thurman, before he got injured, I do believe, right, Thurman was up there as one of the best welterweights, if not the best at that time. At that point, you had to say Thurman was the number one welterweight. Unfortunately, he's taken over 2 years off. He's had an injury, right? And we don't know whether he can recover from that. We don't know whether he can come back from that. So... I don't know how good he is, and in his last fight, his comeback fight, he looked terrible. It's not just me that's saying that. There's many people. You look at the Mayweather Boxing Channel. They did predictions, and Jeff Mayweather was asking a lot of the fighters in there and just coaches in there, who do you think they would win? And a lot of people were saying Pacquiao because they're saying Thurman. We don't know if he's the same fighter he was. He didn't look very good in his last fight. A lot of people kept saying he didn't look very good against Lopez in his last fight. He didn't. He looked terrible in his last fight. He dropped Lopez early on, yes. But then Lopez came back and almost had him staggering all over the place in the 7th round. And like I said, many people thought the fight could have been stopped. So this is what I'm trying to say. That until Thurman shows me something else, I can't really say Thurman's back or Thurman's gonna, do big things, or Thurman's one of the top guys right now, because we don't know what Thurman's got left. Lopez is probably, he skims top 10 or he's definitely top 15, right? Fighter in the welterweight division. And he almost knocked Thurman out. So you've got to put things in perspective. Now, Danny Garcia, for example, is probably top 5, top 6, top 4, you could say. If you're struggling against a fringe top 10 or definitely top 15, a strong top 15 fighter in Lopez, you're going to get knocked out against Danny Garcia. So this is what I'm trying to say, that at the minute I need to see more of Keith Thurman. I need to see what he's got left. But I do think Pacquiao's taking a strategical fight. He's taking a smart fight, because a win against Thurman, right, he'd make good money fighting Thurman. It's a very winnable fight. Like I said, for me, Pacquiao's the favourite in this fight. And if the fight just makes sense in the way I look at it, I think it's a right fight. If Pacquiao wins, he becomes the WBA super champion, and then he can fight whoever. He'll be in a great position. A lot of these guys are chasing him anyway because they know it's a big payday and it's a chance to fight a legend. So a lot of these guys are chasing the Pacquiao fight anyway. So it's not like Pacquiao's going to struggle to get fights. Everybody wants to fight Pacquiao. Crawford wants to fight Pacquiao. Spence wants to fight Pacquiao. Porter wants to fight Pacquiao. The whole world wants to fight Pacquiao in around that division, because they know that he's a legend. They know that the money he's going to bring. So, you know, Pacquiao's always going to be in a strong position. But yeah, what do you guys make of it? Do you think Pacquiao's fighting the best available guy in Keith Thurman? Or do you think there's other guys out there that will be stiffer tests and harder fights? Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.